Welcome to the Blathering Live, everybody. I can see the screen. You know, I made fun of Chuck Schumer so much that now I have readers that I look like Chuck Schumer. Stern letters for everybody. Stern letters for everybody. We're live. Okay, welcome to the Blathering Live. We're going to have a fun show tonight. We're going to have headlines tonight, fake headlines. Producer Steve is going to take us through that. We are going to, I think, recap another bad weekend for NFL picks. Nah, not horrible. Okay. NFL playoffs not doing great things for me. Do you want a job in Buffalo? The job is open. We'll talk about Mike McDermott getting fired in Buffalo a little bit when we talk through sports. We got a clown of the week. I'm going to take a moment to tip our cap to the cosplaying Nazi, Greg Bovino. I'm sure YouTube love me saying that word right up top because they don't like the truth. Sound like a white male podcaster, don't I? And, of course, it's Advice Monday. Do you have a need for advice? Do you want to ask me a question along with producer Steve and the community? Post it in the comments here. Or you can call into the show. Become a YouTube channel member. You get to call in. Or patron supporter, patreon.com/Ken Napzok. I apologize. There hasn't been a new Pop Rock and Radio a couple weeks. Got 2 lined up, ready to go very soon. But that is something you get through the Patreon page as well. Let's go ahead and bring in the still in recovery, got the boogie woogie flu. Producer Steve, how you feeling, buddy?
Much better. Ooh, they don't sound much better, but we're getting there. We're doing much better. Ken, thank you so much. No, again, thank you everyone who sent well wishes. It was all very nice, but we're doing good. We're on the mend, as they say.
You're freshly showered. Thank you for stopping by Saturday. We had a great time Saturday, but I just want to know that you're doing okay. I just want to know. What are the meds doing to you?
I'm not as loopy as I was over the weekend. I think the loopiness has come down a bit, and I'm more just getting. There are some unholy things coming out of my nose and throat. Let's just put it that way. Okay. We're at that stage of the illness. So.
Okay, that good.
Yeah.
Good as just stopping at the nose. Otherwise, you'd be the opening segment of Night in Seven Kingdoms, which I fully enjoy. I actually thought that was really funny, but also fully enjoyed the first episode. I will do programming update. Tomorrow, Casterly Talk be kind of, we don't know how long it's going to go. It will be at least half hour or so. It's all dead and I. So who am I kidding? We're going to talk, but we're going to do our breakdown, our discussion of the first episode of Night of Seven Kingdoms, a series I'm absolutely loving. Did you get a chance to catch it, Steve? Did you catch it?
Oh, I don't get to watch anything as soon as it comes out, Ken, with kids and responsibilities and hanging on to life itself. Honestly, the last few days I'm a little behind, but yeah, I just finished Stranger Things like last week, so yeah, I'm behind.
Then what's my excuse? If your excuse is your kids, and I'm watching nothing. I loved it. I loved it. I do enjoy House of the Dragon. I think House of the Dragon is great, but I finally can fully admit publicly House of Dragon kind of bores me, and Night of the Seven Kingdoms does not. So it is spectacular. It was a lot of fun. Addie says, not a fan. We'll have to keep up with it. Keep up with it. But if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's fine. It's fine. I'll finish Wicked, Addie, if you finish this. How about we'll make that deal? And a lot of people saying I don't follow up or come through. I'm gonna watch the pilot of DS9. I lost fair and square in the football league. Steve, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to finish Wicked. I didn't give an end date on these things.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I want to see it. I'm excited to watch it. I'll try to squeeze it in sometime this week. So
good. It's just got the spirit. It's just got the season 1, season 2 spirit.
And they're not too long, right? They're like 40-ish minutes.
This is 42, and that's the longest of the season. Yeah.
Okay. Of the season. Yeah. So in and out. I'm kind of okay with that.
Yes. Well, absolutely. And I've been watching. I'm 2 episodes into Amelia Clark's new series, Ponies, which I enjoy. I enjoy a lot. It's been fun. I'm actually watching things, Steve. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm actually watching things, not just playing Fortnite till I fall asleep drooling. Happy MLK Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Also in Tennessee, Dolly Parton Day, I believe, as Kingsport Cal informed us on Friday. This I love this day because we should honor this man, Steve. Should honor his legacy. But I love Mike Johnson, out there putting Martin Luther King quotes out there into the world. Just paying attention to like one corner of the quote. That's kind of how I was raised. Were you raised under that, guys, too? Just take the first part of Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote.
Oh no! I was just raised. Remember, Ken? I was born in I was raised in the '90s, so racism was like fixed, and we didn't see color in any of that way. Sure. Everything was good. Like everything was good to go, right? Like all the cartoons were like mixed race and everything. So we just assumed everything was good in like third and fourth grade. We didn't think we had to deal with any of that. So we just were like, oh yeah, Martin Luther King, great guy. What's wrong with any of that stuff? It was all good. So that was my upbringing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. You know, I came of age, obviously, kid in the 80s, born in the 70s, kid in the 80s, but came of age in the 90s. And we had kind of felt like we were past it all, but that was never true.
No, of course not.
I wish someone would have told me that when I took stand-up stages in the year 2003 or 4, where I'm like, hey, I can make these jokes, right? I can make, no? Okay. Okay. Well, there's a bunch of tapes that I got to go away. So there we go. But yes, happy Martin Luther King Day. You know, my friend, I guess I got to get my friend at Chip had a great joke that he used to do 20 years ago about Martin Luther King Day sales at department stores. That was very funny, tying it to what a gee, thanks kind of approach to this great man's legacy. So there you go. Laserbolt says the pilot of DS9 sucks. Watch a good episode. The baseball one. Yeah, everyone wants to. Yeah, I don't know. I think I look like a Star Trek character today. I accidentally wore my workout.
Oh yeah, the horizontal, stripe. That'll do it to you.
Look like an away team member. Oh, anyways, advice calls today as well. We'll get to those. We got Addie, we got Brady. Top of the hour. We're gonna be doing fake headlines. I'm excited for this. We're gonna have a guest new to this show. My friend, author Madeleine Roux will be here to do fake headlines. And Madeleine and I, we DM talk. She doesn't live in the area anymore, but I think this will be the first time we'll be communicating directly, face to face, virtually since like 2018, 19, maybe. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to do that online.
All right.
Okay. Steve, let's go ahead and do a quick little Clown of the Week award.
Oh, please. Yes.
Can we? I want to award the Clown of the Week segment to Mr. Gregory Bovino, who's in charge of, we'll just say, summarize it by saying in charge of Vice. He actually has the title. And on screen, if you're listening on the audio version, on screen, I've put a selection of photos detailing this man and his cosplay that is described as Nazi cosplay. Steve, do you have any other way to describe his look? He's got the long coat with the lapels. And the key here is the turned up black like collars on his jacket and the buttons.
Yes, this is, if you ask the kid who didn't pay any attention in history class at all whatsoever, just draw the bad guys. This is probably pretty close to what you would see. Like just knowing absolutely nothing, they'd at least get that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I also included on the photo, this thing's going around here of him doing, it's a hand gesture that is synonymous with a certain political and military movement in Germany in the 1930s. I'll say this, that's just, I don't know the full context of it, show me the full context of the moment before I waste my accusation, you know what I mean? But it's a fun photo to put in here in a collage. It's a fun photo to add up here. Here's the highlight of him. Why I want to Clown of the Week. It is the cosplay. And look, I'll be honest. Like I may have ruffled some feathers, but when I say that these agencies, or the people within these agencies, are scared, it isn't a we should be nice to them. They're scared. This is a culture of fear. These departments run on a culture of fear, and they translate that into, to overcome that fear, you got to be out in front of it. I'll give you a lesson, Steve, that was given to me by a former boss of mine who was a longtime LAPD guy, and I liked it. I liked the guy. I still like the guy. We haven't talked in a while, but he was the head of terrorism, counterterrorism at LAPD, high-ranking official. And he pulled me aside one day, and he said, hey, when you're out there patrolling the mall, and you see a black guy, I need you to stare him in the eye. Why? Why? And he goes, because he's going to stare at you. He's going to try to make you afraid. So you've got to make him afraid. And he's going to think you're crazy. Could you do that for me? And I was like, no. Like, I'm just like, what are you talking about? That's what I mean by culture of fear. This false bravado, this strength before kindness, this strength before functionality, even as a department. Greg Bovino encapsulates all of that right now. He's been around for a while. He made dramatic arrests during Biden's administration, which goes to the talking point that, ICE has been around for maybe too long, and we lived without them. We can maybe live without them again, including some of the stuff that they do that I might consider like, all right, yeah, they're going after this sex trafficker, all that kind of stuff. That is stuff they have done, but we did that before. We could do it again without them again if that's what we're really doing this for. But it's the thing, Steve. Did you see him? He's all, of course, he's what, 5'3", 5'4", I don't know, 5'5", maybe on a good day with lifts. And he's taking that trip to Target to take a little pee-pee, and he's got to have 13 big dudes around him. He's cosplaying strength, and he's absolutely the fragile ego, the haircut that you can set your watch to, striking this image, striking this picture of strength, being on the front lines with the guys, just barking out orders behind a shield of 13 strong men around him. He is an absolute clown and indicative. I bring up the fact that he's been in power before. He's been here for a bit, but this is what I think is the problem now. It's become just this absolute charade led by clowns like him. So I wanted to highlight him because this jacket is intentional. He wants this attention, but it's an absolute clown show. Steve, any thoughts on the 5'3" warrior, Greg Bovino?
No, I think you put it pretty beautifully there, Ken. I would just say to your point that he has been around for a while. It's just another example that you're right. Like, this organization wasn't around forever. We can exist without it, but also that some of the rot goes beyond just Trump loyalists and people who were put in place by Trump, and all that kind of stuff from an institutional kind of place where you again make the point about these things being built on institutional fear, and the way that the entire community in that sense is ingrained in the culture really is built up, right? That's, you don't change that overnight or with one administration, right? Because of people that like this, that are career, law enforcement or whatever kind of branch you want to call this, whether it's ICE, DHS, whatever. So yeah, the Timu Balenciaga picture was my favorite one, like the one you had on the left there, where he just had like the big leather boots and the trench coat. That one was good. That one.
Yeah, and
how do you look at that one and not think, oh yeah, like he looks like the bad guy from Jojo, or not the bad guy, but the dude from Jojo Rabbit, who saves the little kid at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But worse.
Yeah, and the key is, if this was a department issued standard issue, you'd see it on other guys. But I'm looking in just one photo here in the background. There aren't any other guys with it.
Right. Right.
He's got Class A's underneath there. I think from the look of it, he's got his Class A uniform on. But this jacket is designed. This is like Cobra Commander going, Destro, here's what I want, and it's all designed to strike the image. And I think we should take all this stuff seriously. We should take them seriously, but we should also mock him incessantly and continue to take away any feeling of power they have. Addy points out correctly. Also designed to make him look taller. He wishes he was a baller.
Yeah, he had to make the active choice to say, someone find me the trench coat version of the thing you guys are all wearing. And they had, they got one specially made for him.
Yeah. Do you have any any inspiration pictures of? Yeah. Let me look through history in the history book, 1935. Oh yeah, here's a picture. Anyways,
Hugo Boss made some good stuff, I think, back then.
Hugo Boss, indeed. We got an advice call from Addie. She has a travel anxiety question, but we haven't heard from this cat in a while. I don't know what he's been doing. He's been out in the galaxy. Let's bring in Brady, who's Brady on the go. So who knows where he's calling in from today? Brady, how are you?
Hello. Calling in this episode on the first edition of Where the Hell is Brady?
Where is he?
Okay.
Well, should we guess?
All right, I'll give you a hint. It was a cheap flight.
It was a cheap flight?
Cheap flight.
Did you fly to Steve's house?
That's not a cheap flight.
Did you fly to Buffalo to fire Sean McDermott?
No.
Okay. Are you in Japan?
Hint?
Yes. Give me another hint.
Cheap flight, King. Japan, that's $1,000.
I've heard that they got discount on flights to Japan. JMB
A
told me.
discount. That's like a $300 flight, Ken.
Okay.
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 Another
Another hit.
Vegas? Is that a cheap flight? Vegas?
The first thing I did was I went through a cathedral.
A cathedral? Are you in Paris?
Cheap flights, Ken.
I don't know how much you're making. I don't know how. It could be the cheapest flight in the world.
You want another hint?
So, Steve, do you have a guess, Steve? Cheap flight, cathedrals. What do you think, Steve?
I said Vegas at first, but it's not. It's clearly not that, because if he went to a cathedral, because I figured a cheap flight from LA would be Vegas, but if he's going to a cathedral, do you go to like Mexico City? Maybe is that expensive from you guys?
No.
You got it. You got the city.
You're in Mexico City?
Yeah.
Amazing. What are you doing down there? What? Tell us more about this.
I have friends everywhere.
Oh, he's part of a resistance, Steve.
Oh, now see, this is how you get the Discord subpoena, Brady. You don't do that.
And it's resistance TM, all right. Feds, just get off this case.
What? So okay. What do you do? What are you doing? You just hanging out? You driving around?
Did some business and just hanging around. I saw a pyramid today. How about
Some
that?
business. He said some business and then got away from it really fast. That's how you. Good God, Brady.
This is like one of those Tom Cruise characters that lands in L.A. for some business, and 5 bodies show up the next hour.
Right, and the phone is going to explode as soon as he hangs up.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing like that. I may have had.
I hope I'm not on speakerphone.
Oh, you're on speakerphone. But we're outside, so you can see everyone. So
Just saying.
Okay.
But I have had my fill of, all the food, excellent food. I had to learn Spanish real quick. And I'm hanging around. Yeah.
How much Spanish did you know to begin with?
Oh, well, 2 years of high school Spanish, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Same. Okay.
Un poquito español.
Right. I would constantly ask, where's the library on Wednesday? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Miércoles. Yeah, that's it. That's all I know. What's your favorite item of food so far, Brady?
Oh my God. You can't choose, man. Oh, every day it's a new thing. I had tacos. I had enchiladas. Oh my God. I had today. Oh, you know what? I had crickets today. And they were amazing.
Okay. Steve's shaking his head. I'm kind of shaking my head. What? Talk to me. What? Crickets in what form?
Crickets. They're fried and they had some sauce on them with guac. I think they were served on a.
Okay, so sauce on it. What kind of sauce? So you guac on the side. So you dip them in guac. You're gonna smother it in flavor. What kind of sauce? Like a hot sauce, like a salsa, like a fresh thing? What's going on? Okay.
Salsa. Served on I think it was it's like not like a taco, it's like flat on a flat tortilla. And you know what? It tasted like a bunch of Takis, and it was great.
Okay.
Not very convincing here.
How close do they look like to crickets? Did we got the legs and the things going on?
I mean, you can't fillet a cricket, Ken. There's not a whole lot of meat there. You can't.
Look, they pull out. I love shrimp unless you serve it to me like a shrimp, and then I'm like, I'm out.
Hey man, we take a shrimp and in the sea it's fine, but on the land it's somehow, weird.
Yeah,
Same thing. It's the same thing.
But it. But yeah, I don't know if I could just get a fried cricket and it looks like Jiminy Cricket, like it's about to sing me a song and guide me through a tough part of my life. That's what I'm saying, Brady. Does it look like a cricket?
Hey, we watch some Disney cartoons. If you like duck, you'll feel bad about a bunch of Disney cartoons, but duck is delicious. Same thing with, if you like chicken, you will look at chicken run a little weird, You feel bad about these chickens and then you're suddenly eating some chicken.
I feel bad about the cows. I feel bad about this is why I was vegan for about 2 years, and I'd like to be again.
Very
but
true. Very true. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Brady. I know this is not the reason you're calling in, but this has become fascinating travel.
Hey, you know what? Let's on a positive note. Mm-hmm. The bread. Oh my God, the bread here is amazing. And I've been eating bread all day.
Okay. What makes it more
Croissant?
amazing?
It's just soft and fluffy.
Ingevia says
and
it
the
tastes
coffee?
like edamame. Okay, sorry, I cut you off. What does it taste like?
Honestly, it tastes kind of aggressive, you know?
Kind of aggressive? The bread's
Grassy.
aggressive? Grassy.
Oh, you meant
Okay.
you meant the bread.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Bread tastes like bread, but it was like,
Well, okay,
it was
but
very fluffy and sweet.
You're over here saying bread tastes like bread, but 2 seconds ago you were having an orgasmic reaction to the bread down there. What's
Yeah,
different?
it was
about
very good. It's the texture. It's very soft and fluffy.
Okay, so
It's
there
not
is
slightly
crickets. When you're eating
It's not
crickets, then you go
crickets.
back to bread. You're like, oh wow, this is real food. This is really good. That's what I would think it is.
Okay. All right. So, first time here, Brady. Is that what I'm gathering? First time. in
Oh yeah,
Mexico
very
City?
first time. Yeah. Very, what's up?
What is your one piece of travel advice now that you're an expert of the Mexico City?
God, okay. Learn Spanish, or for that matter, for the Americans, learn a language other than English because we're getting too spoiled as English as a lingua franca. We see where the world is going. Maybe English might not be as dominant. Learn another language.
Okay, that's not a bad advice.
Yeah.
Not bad advice at all. Okay, that's good. All right. Did you? I took us down a travel route here, but what was your actual question tonight?
My actual question is, so I've been really busy with like the big items. Like I need to go here and here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in this new city. What should I do? Like, what should I knock out?
I mean, I've never been to this city. Find the city center. I know there's good spots and bad spots of every city. New Mexico City has a dumb reputation in certain circles, meaning the truth of the city is far better than what our media paints it as. So
Let me just say real quick.
Go find the locals.
Mexico City is a wonderful, lively city.
Yeah.
Don't listen to like whatever noise there is.
Yeah, I've never been, but my friend Jamie spent a long time there. Jamie Stangroup, some of you might know him from the YouTube Star Wars world, and he told me at Star Wars Celebration London, he goes, I feel safer in Mexico City than I do in my own hometown London right now. So go find the locals. I don't know. For me, Brady, I'd find, and you're by yourself, Brady? You said you had friends down here? Oh, wait, he's down there on business, Steve.
I brought some friends.
Okay.
Business and pleasure. How about
all
that?
right. Well, maybe if you're still there by Thursday, maybe I'll get Dorina to call in and give some advice. I say go to a city center with like a big, vibrant bar and just get a drink and sit down there.
All right. That's one thing I haven't had yet. I need to go to a bar.
There you go.
Yeah, that's mine. Would be find the Irish pub. But whenever, like, it's as lame as it sounds, kind of. All of my international travels, like of the cities I've gone to, what's the good Irish pub? Because every city has an Irish pub. So what is like the good pub nearby? Because you can start to branch out there. Because there's a good chance people there speak English, and then you work your way out from there. That way you don't, you're not totally up against the wall. That's my advice.
I will say though, Steve, I don't think there's an Irish pub.
There has to be an Irish pub in Mexico City. I think there's one.
Maybe.
There has to be. There is one.
It's got to be.
There is one somewhere. There absolutely is one. There's one everywhere.
Yeah, Mr. McClunky says the best food, friends, beer in Mexico City. Brady, keep us updated, okay, in Discord?
Yep. And
All right.
yep, I'll try not to be caught.
Don't get caught. Bye. Brady out there on an intelligence mission.
McCarthy's Irish Pub, dead center, Mexico City. You're welcome.
You just found one?
I just found like 4.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There was an Irish pub in Tokyo that all the Star Wars Celebrationers went to. I remember getting reports on that.
Yeah,
I love that. All right, top of the hour, we got headlines, fake headlines, and my buddy Madeleine Roux should be calling in, author extraordinaire. But right now, we got an advice call here. I want to take this from Dr. Addie, our resident professor of smart things. She's got a travel advice question. It is Advice Monday, so Addie, how can we help you?
Well, my call is going to be less exciting than Brady's.
But it's paired nicely with it, right?
It is paired nicely.
Mm-hmm.
It is paired nicely. I have a trip coming up that I am decidedly not as excited as Brady is to be in Mexico City about. I'm excited about the trip. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
We've been planning this trip for several months, maybe since this summer. I'm trying to remember when we bought the tickets. But I'm going to the Big Apple. I'm going to the Big Apple for the first time in 20 years.
Okay.
I'm meeting a friend there, so I'm not going alone. But I have a lot of travel anxiety about the trip, about this trip. I travel a lot. I don't get travel anxiety. But there's something about this trip in particular that like I'm getting a little apprehensive about. Might be the going to the big city, might be going and like having to navigate a place I've never really been before. It's going to be cold as hell.
Yeah.
And it might snow like a foot on Sunday.
Ooh, I like it.
And like we're talking like single digit temperatures. Because we're in for one of those Arctic chills.
Yeah.
Again this weekend.
Okay.
And then I have this just general travel anxiety about going places and coming home with bed bugs. So I'm curious.
I'm not laughing. Sorry, that took a turn. I didn't expect to go that direction. Okay. I'm
curious, as someone who has done their fair share of traveling, but came to it later in life, if you have any travel anxiety advice that doesn't include going to an Irish pub, because I won't be doing that.
Man, that actually, no joke, was going to be part of my advice. Let's go find
New York. I mean, come on.
In New York. I create my own. I create my own routines and my own normal, right? That's why I love hotel life. I love staying in hotels versus like Airbnbs or friend's house. I love creating my routine where I know. So when I'm in New York City, and are you going to far? Sorry, I said it wrong. New York City. You're in Manhattan? What part of the city are you in?
I'm assuming we are Times Square adjacent because the main itinerary activities involve theater.
Okay, great. I love this. So and look, I know Times Square. I know what it is. I know what it is to the locals, and it's a tourist trap. I don't care. Take a swing through it. I think it's fun. I think it's fun because it is an absolute tourist trap. I had to buy fries and a Coke just to use the bathroom at McDonald's. But Mayor Mamdani is adding public restrooms. Steve, he's already doing the great work. If you're near Times Square, because you're going to go catch some Broadway action, you know what? Bryant Park might be the place for you, Addie. Look up Bryant Park, 6th and 40th, 5th and 6th, kind of the intersection there. Bryant Park, coffee. There's a lot of coffee carts. There's a lot of places to sit. It's buzzing. Now, granted, single degree temperatures might not be as inviting as it is when I go in the fall, but find a place like that. Find a place to have, this is my bodega. So when I go outside of my hotel and I need something, that's the spot I go to, and that's the spot I go to every time. And then once you have those anchors, then I feel as though, Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, you can then go travel and enjoy the city knowing that you have a little bit of comfort in your daily routine.
Yeah, I think that's excellent advice. Yeah, having those anchor points is good because it also gives you it makes navigating the city easier if you're not familiar with the area, because then everything is relative to where that bodega or where the hotel is or where the train station is, kind of, you know what I mean? Like once you kind of familiarize yourself with those couple of points and kind of it depends to how long you're going to be there too, right? If you're going to stay in this place for 3-4 days, like you definitely want to kind of get a lay of the land and all that jazz. But I can't give any good advice on New York. I've never been in New York like sober long enough to give a good lay of the land, because I've only ever gone for sporting events and just been absolutely just trashed the whole time, and just went to like a pizza place and then back to the hotel and then back to Madison Square Garden and then back to the bar and then back to the pizza place. So that's all I got.
So Steve's got his routine, Addie, but you'll find yours.
Yeah, Steve's routine does not sound anything like what I'm hoping my routine will be, but
we'll just swap out the theater for the sporting events. I feel like that's pretty like 1-to-1.
Addie, you're gonna have a great time. I think some of the great advice in chat you can catch up later, but I think one of them here is Brady says walk around the neighborhood first. Laserbolt says if you don't like it, just stay in an RV. Narcolepsy, my advice is once you're actually on the trip, it won't be as bad as anxiety because you won't have to wonder how things are going to be, and you have control of how you deal with them. I think that's fair. And then Hugo backs you on the bed bug anxiety, which we're not gonna play into that one. We're not gonna play into that one. You're gonna get through that one. We're with you, Addie, on the bed bug thing. We're gonna get you through the bed bugs.
I keep telling myself that like I stay at Disney resorts all the time, and I'm sure that yeah.
Look, I as a comedian who loves hotels, Mark Ellis and I have stayed in many, many hotels. Not one of us has bed bugs yet. All right, no comic I know has had bed bugs this year. It's only January, right? So I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
All right, Addie,
anyway.
Keep us up. We got fake headlines next. Keep us up to date. Send us post in Discord, please, that you're okay, and fun pictures.
Of course. And I'll see you Thursday for science. I'm not leaving yet.
Okay, got it. Science returns on Thursday. Dr. Addie, everybody, our resident professor of smart things, checking in. All right, I'm really excited for this, Steve. Are you excited for a new round of fake headlines? You're very proud of your headlines today, aren't you?
I am. I'm excited for my headlines. I worked hard on my research, looking through the news of the world, Ken, to bring you the crazy shit that is going on and a little bullshit of my own.
All right. Well, we're going to bring our guest on to the show. Please, all of you in the Blathering community, please welcome her, longtime friend of mine, author extraordinaire, Madeleine Roux is here. Maddie, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing pretty okay. How are you?
Doing spectacular. So for those that aren't familiar with Madeleine, how many books are you up to now published? I was trying to look up the number.
I think this Star Wars book coming out in July will be 29 or 28. I'm losing track. Creeping up on 30. We're creeping up on 30.
Creeping up on 30 published books. And yeah, you mentioned it. I'm so excited for this one. We've been talking about it on Force Center, but folks, in July of this year, July 28th or so, we got Star Wars Legacy. This is Madeleine's first full Star Wars novel, but she has one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars writing, Eclipse, from the first From a Certain Point of View anthology. This is the story of Rey and Leia, the rebuilding of the Skywalker blade, forming a new Master Apprentice bond, and that's about all we can say before any bosses come down and say, don't spoil things. But Maddie, I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm really, really excited for people to check it out, and obviously very nervous, but mostly just stoked.
It's mostly just stoked. It's a good way to go through life.
Yeah.
So I was at Maddie. I was trying to find. So we ran around in circles in the mid 2000 teens. Remember 10 years ago? Isn't that crazy?
Vaguely.
and I was looking for a photo. I shared some on Force Center when the book announcement came out from like some of the celebrations that we were at 2015, 2017. But 11 years ago today was one of your Jedi Alliance pictures. I actually have it here. There's you, me, and Mon Garrett. 11 years ago
I'm
today.
Just a baby.
I
So cute.
I hate everything about my face, but there we are. There we are.
Yeah, I look so sweaty.
Well, the studio lights.
Sweaty.
It was hot. It was hot in that studio. They built
And of course,
the studio.
Vaughn is like a perfect angel. Whatever.
Perfect 6 foot tall angel there. All right, so this is going to be a lot of fun. So, Maddie, what I love about this is actually like the first time we've talked, I think, since Orlando, maybe, other than DMs and social media. So you're live here with the Blathering. This is producer Steve. Steve, this is Maddie.
Hi, Steve.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Madeleine, Steve was a broadcast journalism major in college. He's really good at writing headlines. And so he has constructed this game in which he's going to present us each 5 news headlines. He's going to read them. If you have something to write down or on your phone, make a note of what you think, true or false. And then we'll go back and reveal it after all 5 have been revealed. And here's the fun thing. You don't know how far you can trust Steve. And that's why I think, Steve, this is become not just a segment here tonight, but a bit of a morality test on you.
Oh, geez, that's an added layer of pressure I didn't need. Thank you for that.
All right. So, Madeleine, any questions? Are you ready to compete in fake headlines?
No, I'm ready. I have my writing implement. I'm pretty chronically online, so I feel good about this. I think I'm gonna nail it.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
5 questions coming in. Steve, take it away.
Here we go. Headline number 1. Smokey Bear snags Smokey Stealer. A man accused of traveling to Orlando to steal Smokey Bear signs from state forests and resell them on Facebook Marketplace for $1,900 was arrested with the iconic wildlife prevention mascot on site. Florida officials were quoted saying, "What happens when dumb criminals poke the bear?"
Okay. All right. So don't register it yet, Maddie. If you have any questions, follow-ups, now's the time. But
questions, follow-ups. Is there an actual pull quote from law enforcement, like a full response or a full?
The quote I gave you was the tweet from the Florida agriculture commissioner.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
What happens when dumb criminals poke the bear?
Okay. All right.
Ready for headline number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Living Supreme. Taco Bell announced plans to open a one-of-a-kind Crunchwrap suite at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, where promised amenities include a luxurious Baja Blast shower, queso fountain, and a mobile Taco Bell cantina to accompany you on the Luxor Casino floor.
I want this to be true so bad.
Me too. As someone who is planning to get married next year at the Taco Bell Chapel in Vegas, this strikes very close to my heart.
Oh my God. Are you that's real? You're doing it there?
For real, yeah. That's the plan. It's $777, so the price is right. Can't beat it. You get a bouquet of hot sauce packets, come on.
That's amazing. I think that's absolutely a smart way to do it. My friend about 20 years ago had his wedding in Vegas, and it was a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Lovely. There you go.
Gosh, I don't know if I have questions. I just have hopes and dreams at this point.
Well said.
Don't we all?
Well said.
Don't we all?
Said. Number 3.
Headline number 3. Tell Emu about it. St. Johns County, Florida deputies responded last Friday to reports of a pet emu's escape. The deputy attempted to secure the emu, but the flightless bird kicked several times using its large talons and fled. After a short chase, the deputy cornered the emu, secured it with a makeshift lasso, and cuffed its legs together. The emu was returned to its owners unharmed.
A lot of Florida.
A lot of Florida.
Florida makes this game a lot easier, to be fair.
Yeah, sunshine laws, right?
They treated the emu with more class than they're treating folks in Minnesota. That's for sure.
You just had to make it too real, didn't you, Ken?
Yeah,
you just had to make it too real.
I did. All right. So anyway, this took place in Florida. That was my question.
Yes, St. Johns County, Florida.
Don't think, Steve. Don't think I didn't catch your wordplay pun of "tell emu about it" up top. I caught you. I got your Billy Joel pun.
I have a general question. Is there always a certain number that are true, or is it just it could be anything? They could all be fake.
Yep. They could all be fake. They could all be real. Yeah, it could be 4, 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Got it. Okay, fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good question.
Good. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Are we ready for headline number 4?
Let's do it.
Mama's boy. A 56-year-old unemployed Northern Italian man is under investigation for fraud for impersonating his mother, who actually died in 2022. He collected 53,000 euros in pension payments in 3 years, and he was caught attempting to renew his dead mother's driver's license in person wearing makeup and her clothes.
What part of Italy?
The story just says unemployed Northern Italian man.
Got it.
Dude, the Madeleine was like, excuse me, if this was in Barcelona, Spain, or this, I know this region well.
I know a thing or two about Italy. I've been there.
Yeah. Mama's boy. True. Okay. I don't know if true or not. Good strategy. That's what I say. Good strategy. Okay.
Creative.
Number 5.
All right, here we go. Are we ready for our final headline?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't run out of hearts. A story this week alleges Sony was trying to keep a lawsuit under wraps in February of 2023 against a small game development team out of Washington State for filing a patent that would modify third-party PlayStation 5 controllers to administer a small static shock to players upon certain game actions.
Could you read that one again?
Sure. Don't run out of hearts. A story this week alleges Sony was trying to keep a lawsuit under wraps in February of 2023 against a small game development team out of Washington State for filing a patent that would modify third-party PlayStation 5 controllers to administer a small static shock to players upon certain game actions.
Again, one that I hope is true. I'd love to do that. I'd love to play Fortnite
That sounds
like that.
awful. Like
I'd love to play Fortnite like that.
You'd be playing Red Dead Redemption, you're just getting like shocked as you're getting shot and everything. That'd be horrible.
Yeah. I already get mad enough at Madden. Imagine throwing an interception.
Buzz.
Maybe you can use it to like Pavlov yourself, right? That like if you were playing badly, it would shock you more, and then you'd have to like get good. Yeah.
Yes, that's excellent. All right, Steve, take us through, and then we'll start registering our opinions here.
Okay, here we go. So those are our 5 headlines. Are we ready to go right back up to the top? And I'll just I'll reread the headline, and then you guys talk about it. Here we go.
Yep.
Headline number 1, Smokey Bear snags Smokey Stealer. This is the man accused of traveling to Orlando to steal the Smokey Bear signs from state forests, resell them on Facebook Marketplace for $1,900. He was arrested with the iconic wildlife prevention mascot on site, and the Florida officials tweeted out, what happens when dumb criminals poke the bear?
I might change my. Oh, okay. Last minute. Oh man, this could cost me. I'm changing my vote. I'm changing my vote from false to true because I just realized that's how dumb some of these law enforcement agencies
That's
think
what
they
I was
are.
just gonna say. It's so corny. That's the way they tweet.
Right?
It's so corny.
Right?
Yeah, I'm with you. I was a no because I thought the price was weird. Like it seems low to me that you would go to all that trouble and then only ask for like less than $2,000. But that is very much how law enforcement runs their social media.
Right. That's somewhere there's some kind of press sergeant who's like, I got a good one, Chief. Yeah. So okay. I put true. Maddie put true as well.
Yeah, I'm a true.
Don't trust your gut, kids. Ken is right. He's flipped to true, and that is a real headline.
Yes.
Both have a point each.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's so good. That's so good. Goddamn Florida.
Okay, ready? Headline number 2. This was Living Supreme. Taco Bell announced plans to open a one-of-a-kind Crunchwrap suite at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Vegas, where promised amenities include a luxurious Baja Blast shower, queso fountain, and a mobile Taco Bell cantina to accompany you on the Luxor Casino floor.
I'm going false. Here's the thing. I think there's a lot of truth to it. The Luxor of Vegas is, we hear it's under, it's under some pressure to improve its numbers and all the things going on. And is it the economy? Is it Gen Z? Vegas is hurting. So this seems like something the Luxor would come up with. I think it was a bridge too far, as if the Baja Blast shower wasn't a bridge too far. Having like a cart follow you around, I was like, I don't think they can pull that off. I went false.
Yeah, I went false only because it does sound like something they would put as like like they do a lot of trolling on social media. Like they I see them on TikTok like respond to people's accounts and stuff. But yeah, it seems fake to me. And honestly, like I have very recently gone to their website, so I feel like I would have seen something about this. But I don't know. I'm going false.
All right, you guys are on to me so far. You both have 2 points. That is a fake headline. That is a fake headline.
How kind of real was it, Steve?
I just made that up. I just came up with that's totally off the dome. Yeah.
What a creative little boy. What a creative boy. Steve doing his home. That's amazing. And you know what? Here's the thing, Steve. Much like the fake Tauntaun sleeping bag that became a reality, this could be real if we get it to the right people at Luxor.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they could use it. That's why I went with the Luxor too, because the last time I was in Vegas, I just remember how sad I was, like walking around the Luxor. I was like, they could use the help.
But Madeleine, if you're gonna look for a honeymoon suite in Vegas, we will raise the funds to get you out of the Luxor. We'll put you at least in the
that wasn't on the list. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, just making sure. All right, number 3.
Headline number 3 was Tell Emu About It. This was our St. Johns County, Florida deputies responding to the report of a pet emu who has escaped. The deputy attempted to secure the emu, but the flightless bird kicked several times using its large talons and fled. After a short chase, the deputy cornered the emu, secured it with a makeshift lasso, and cuffed its legs together. The emu was returned to its owners unharmed. Ken?
Despite the wordplay and the Billy Joel song pun, which I know you just delicious opportunity you took, I am going true. This tracks for me on a lot of levels, including that someone would just own an emu that got out.
Okay, we're going to diverge here because I'm going false.
Ooh.
And my reasoning is that I think you're setting yourself up for a lot of backlash if you say flat out that you like tackled and handcuffed a bird. Yeah, I'm going false.
Good reasons.
Okay, we got a split decision here. That is a real headline. That is a real headline. Ken pulls ahead 3-2.
3-2.
Ken is getting good at this game. It's a little scary.
Well,
okay.
this is why we are eventually going to have 2 competitors that aren't one of them not me, because I know you, Steve. I know you, scoundrel. But you're tricky. You're false and tricksy. I'll tell you that much. All right, number 4. Number 4.
All right, here we go. Headline number 4: Mama's boy. This was the 56-year-old unemployed Northern Italian man who's under investigation for fraud for impersonating his mother, who actually died in 2022. He collected 53,000 euros in pension payments over the 3 years, and he was caught attempting to renew his dead mother's driver's license in person, wearing makeup and her clothes.
I'm waiting for the insight that Madeleine brings about Northern Italy on this, but I'm going true. I almost went false because this absolutely can happen. This rings of like Brett Favre's Mississippi and not Italy. So Italy made it a little, but I don't want to assume they're more classy than us, that everything looks like Phantom Menace over there. So right. I'm going true.
I also went true, and the reason is that we know now that a lot of those reports that are like, oh, everyone in Italy lives forever and they're super, super healthy because of olive oil and red wine or whatever is not true. It's actually just that they have terrible at keeping track of like this stuff. So right. people will live to like 155, but they're not alive. They died a long time ago. There's like a lot of bureaucracy that they're behind on. A lot of paperwork that doesn't get filed correctly. So I'm going yes. I'm going true.
True.
Alrighty. That is a true headline. So Ken, you are at 4 points, Madeleine at 3.
Okay. This is make or break. That's great.
This is a make or break for the last headline.
Mm-hmm.
This is Don't Rat of Hearts.
I'm not changing.
Okay, yeah. Stick with your gut. Don't Rat of Hearts. A story this week alleges Sony was trying to keep a lawsuit under wraps back in February of 2023 against a small game development team at Washington State for filing a patent that would modify a third-party PlayStation 5 controller to administer a small static shock to players upon certain game actions. Ken.
This is where I may mess things up. I just went true just because, number one, Sony would try to do something like this to someone trying to do something like this to their product, which maybe I understand at some level, I guess. I don't know. But also, it just seems diabolical enough that someone's out there like, hey, what if we did this, man? So I'm going true. Might be wrong, though.
I'm going false. I live in Washington State. I feel like this would have broken containment, but I could be wrong. I feel like I might have heard about this through the grapevine, but yeah, I don't know. That's just my gut. False.
Okay. Alrighty, and with that, Ken, we really, really have to figure out how to do tiebreakers for this game because that is yet another game that ends in a tie. You both have 4 points. That was a fake headline.
Lovely.
Thank God.
That's it.
I'm just glad I got Ken with one of them. Ken didn't get one of them right. He's getting on. He's on to me. So.
That was my best performance. But Madeleine comes in here. You 4 out of 5, and you've never met Steve. You can't trust Steve as far as you can throw him. And you're a power lifter. You can throw Steve far. So pretty far. That was a great round. We don't need a winner, Steve. We're both winners.
I'm full of shit, I guess. I gotta go. I gotta get back to the board and try a little harder next time.
That's super fun. I love that.
Oh,
thank you so
much. Great job.
Thank you so much.
all tied up at 4. Madeleine, thank you for stopping by. Let's do this again. We're also going to get you on Force Center when the book Star Wars Legacy is coming out. Is there anything my audience can do now to get that book pre-sold, pre-saved, or anything cool like that?
Just the usual, wherever you get your books. I always prefer indie sellers, of course, but if that's not available, do what you got to do. Or library is great. Letting them know you're interested. That means they'll get more copies, ahead of time. So it's like a shorter wait list and stuff like that. But nope, just, I also know it's the economy is shit. So if you can't, you can't, it's just, you gotta do what you gotta do. So.
Yeah, and kind of true, too, to go to, like, indie bookstores in your neighborhood. And, look, it's a Star Wars book, so that might be more readily available. That I get. But even for a lot of your other work, Madeleine, that is out there, if you go to a bookstore and kind of say, hey, do you got this book? That could cause them to not just get one, but maybe a few that could turn into sales.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Addie has pre-ordered, and she is ready. I'm so excited to hear it. Madeleine, thank you for checking in tonight. Really appreciate you. I hope to see you soon up there in that great state of Washington.
Absolutely. Take care, you guys.
All right. Bye. Good job, Steve. That was a good round.
Thank you, sir. I mean, you guys killed it. I thought I had it. Man, that's what happens when you talk shit, right? I messaged you. I was like, man, I got a good batch of headlines today. And you come in here and you just break me down.
But the truth is, you got a professional author who could, not understands words, and I just know you too much. So we're gonna. I know I'm trying to get Alex and Molly, Star Wars Explained, of course. They're gonna get on. I've got comedian Julie Golden lined up for next week, and some others. So this has been a fun segment, and all Steve's, by the way. Steve just said I got an idea, and this is why I believe in hiring people. Your salary is affordable, but hiring people that are smarter than you. Than me.
Well, that's debatable still, but I appreciate the kind words, Ken. I appreciate the kind words. We're having fun here. We're having fun.
There we go. Let's get into a little sports before we get on out of here. I didn't tally. So week 1, the wild card. On paper, Steve, I went 3 for 3, but I can't remember the odds. Do you remember that?
I wasn't there. When you picked the games.
Well, you were wild card. You were right. You were wild card weekend. You were.
Yes, you had this. Yeah, I have your wild card weekend stuff right here. It was not good. You won 2 games.
Okay, so I got screwed on some Vegas odds then.
Yeah, on the Steelers. No, they got blown out. The Rams, you lost that one because the Panthers were 10.5-point favorites, and the Rams.
Wow. Okay.
Still won, but not by that much.
So I was right about the Bears and Patriots. Last week, I did not get a chance to register my vote before the Bills-Bronco game started, so that one doesn't count. But I took Seahawks, I took Pats, and I took the Bears. Crazy game, though. Were you watching that game from your sickbed?
Yes. No, we were doing some Lego stuff last night, and we had the Bears Rams game on, watching that, and the ending of that was absolutely insane. And then I was saying the whole time I was waiting for the Bears to fall on their face, and they did the most incredible thing at the end to tie it, and then, of course, blew it in overtime. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, I feel for Caleb Williams, but also he's got a bright future at this point. I'm a believer. Seahawks, I got to tell you right now, we'll get the odds. We'll get the odds on Thursday, right? We'll do the picks for the championship round Thursday. But I'm looking at Seahawks and Pats in the Super Bowl, which is a crazy matchup. But I don't like the Seahawks uniforms. And Madeleine's a big Seahawks fan. I should have gotten into this with her. I don't like the Seahawks uniforms. And Mark Ellis contends that the Seahawks uniforms are actually causing him drowsiness and affecting him psychologically. So,
I would love to hear that explanation. I don't understand that. That I could use some of that. So I just put on Seahawks games if I need to fall asleep. Like
it's something with the neon. The green is off-putting.
Well, the Seahawks are like Oregon. They need to pick a uniform first of all, because I feel like they wear 7 different uniforms every year that all kind of look that kind of version. The Seahawks are an early 2.5-point favorite. So it'll be interesting to see how that line. We'll see what that looks like on Thursday. But and of course, the Broncos are 6.5-point dog because Bo Nix, shattered his ankle on the last play of the game. So
I had to watch that. Is that, and it's true it's the last play of the game, that it's not the celebration in the locker room?
Second to last play.
Second to last play of the game.
We were talking about it because that was the game we were doing the excellent play-by-play on, and he did that stupid one, just did a bootleg to the left and just fell down. We were like, that was dumb. Why did you do that? and then he broke his ankle.
Broke his ankle. So did I go two for one this weekend, or did the point spreads screw me on the Seahawks and Pats?
Seahawks and Pats was no. I think 2-1 is correct.
Okay. All right.
So,
all right. It's been
crawling
a
back.
bad betting season for me. Your thoughts on all these NFL coaches, Sean McDermott today getting fired? It's not abnormal the end of every offseason, but in one offseason, Harbaugh, Tomlin, McDermott, what's in the water?
Yeah, these guys thinking what's in the water is the owners are old billionaires and they want to win a Super Bowl before they die. And the current trend is you get some hot, young, good-looking GQ guy like the former Dolphins coach who was just fired. But the successful version of that is the Rams coach, Sean McVay, or so that's what everyone's kind of chasing right now, or Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. So everyone's looking for the young 30s and 40s head coach who could be there forever. And so it's a win now kind of thing. Harbaugh's old news. He's been there forever. He's a special teams coordinator guy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. He's probably pissed off that he signed that Giants contract already because he's like, oh, I could have gone and coached Josh Allen instead of Jackson Dart. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I just know I still want, your coach, Mike McDaniel, to co-coach the offense in Philadelphia. I think he's probably going to get a better job than that as a head coach somewhere. But we'll see. We'll see. Stefanski signed in Atlanta. Right, that's a big deal. So dominoes are starting to fall where they are,
including what I do believe is official now of Jeff Hafley from Green Bay.
Yes, your Miami Dolphins, the Green Bay Packers defensive coordinator, is your new head coach.
There it is. Jeff reportedly agreed to. It's a boring pick to me, which might mean it's the best choice.
Boring's not bad. I mean, I wasn't like jumping over the moon when the Eagles hired Nick Sirianni. I thought he was kind of a doofus, and then hey, he won a Super Bowl. So
yeah, this guy's kind of got a doofus look to him as well. So maybe that's in the water. Maybe it's there. There you go. Yeah, McDaniel turned down, or not, didn't turn down, but wasn't selected for the Lions offensive coordinator position. So he's still in play. I would be interested if he goes to Philly because Fangio is your DC still, right?
Correct. But he it's okay. Ken, he coaches from the booth, so he's all the way up there. McDaniel coaches from the sideline for the offense. We're good. They never they're literally 1,000 feet away from each other. It's fine.
Do you think they can shake and make up?
It's totally. They don't have to. They work on opposite sides of the building, and they against each other. It's fine. It's all good.
I mean, look,
money fixes everything.
I've been on weekly shows where it's people I don't like. I get it. Go to work, punch in, do your job. There you go. Okay, well, there you go. I think that's our look at sports, looking at the world, looking at the news. Greg gave us fake headlines. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being with us here tonight. We'll do this again on Thursday. Sorry for the later start time. I had this whole my washing machine is dead, Steve. Okay? I'm running out of underpants. But the guy has said, I'll come Friday, I'll come Saturday, I'll swing by Sunday. I can only come Monday at 4. And then he didn't even respond to my text. So Thursday's episode might be me to laundromat.
Yeah, you need a guy. You need a guy who does I have a guy who fixes my dishwasher, my fridge, my freezer. It's like $250 for everything, no matter what it is. I just know it's gonna get fixed. You need a guy
if I was a man, I would do it myself. But I'm not. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We'll do it again. We'll see you. Bye.